Hey everybody, Joe Joseph here for thedailysheeple.com, and this is your news shot. So CBS San Francisco, KPIX5, says some Bay Area high schools, want to ditch A to F grading systems. Get out of town. You know, one of the major beefs of homeschoolers throughout the USA is this whole idea of a grading system. Now, I know those that are indoctrinated, like myself, like I used to be, and believe me, folks, it was not easy to go down the homeschooling, unschooling path. But when you do, you really get to see why some of these systems were implemented the way they were and what it causes now over time. And this is something that, due to the fact we've had now well over 100 years of this established system, we can now see what has happened as these grading systems, these curriculums have been implemented. And all we've seen is the deliberate dumbing down of America. Now, CBS KPIX5 highlights that there's a growing consensus at some Bay Area private high schools that letter grades A through F are outdated. Instead, they want to create transcripts with details about each student's achievements. Oh, now that sounds pretty good. Kate Riesler, director of San Domenico High School in St. Anselmo, says this. Says, the grading system is pretty broken. She and other administrators there are exploring a new school of thought when it comes to grading. They want to do away with the concept entirely. Quote, it's about the gaming the system. Students no longer care about learning the information. It's about getting the A. Now, San Domenico High School is one of more than 100 schools across the country participating in the Mastery Transcript Consortium. It's a new teaching model that aims to evaluate how well students have mastered a concept. Rather than receiving a letter grade, students will be given a review from their teacher. Instead of a B, she says it's more like a narrative. The Mastery Transcript Consortium website shows what a sample transcript for a grading student would look like. A pie chart illustrates what skills the student has mastered, and what it does below it is it describes or gives a description of their earned credit tailored to the individual. So more along the lines of, well, is this for your child? Which is exactly what it should be. Now, unfortunately, it still utilizes, schools are still utilizing these same outmoded methods of cookie cuttering education for all students, regardless of the fact that everybody's wired differently, that people all learn differently, that people have different natural abilities, people have or gravitate towards different subject matter based on, my left brain, right brain, yada, yada, yada. And of course, it was put that way to instill the Pavlov's dogs concept of ring the bell, go here, ring the bell, go there. Prison culture, where mediocrity, where your almost gang-like type of cliquish behavior is accepted and actually encouraged. I just can't see why there isn't more push to utilize existing technology that we have and totally transform the experience into a individual education type of plan where students will learn at their own pace based on their interest and what their proficiencies point to. And if you can do that, guess what? Nature balances itself. Everybody says, well, then there won't be any doctors. Well, then nobody will learn to read, blah, blah, blah. No. Instead of trying to force feed this curriculum down children's throats, what it actually does is it's counterproductive, and it snuffs out that light, that will to learn. They don't want to. This sucks. And I know this because that's what it did to me. And the best way that we've found, and there's a lot of data on this, is to simply let children learn at their own pace and to follow their interests. And if they do that, what you'll find is over time, there'll be a balance. You'll have people that gravitate towards science, people that gravitate towards math, people that gravitate towards trades. We get rid of this whole secondary education, your higher level education. We have to totally reform that system because that's broken with $1.6 trillion in student loan debt. I mean, we're not going to be able to recover from that. I don't know what's going to happen there. That's another bubble that we have to be very concerned with. So, hooray for California, for these schools that have decided to take a molecule of change in the right direction. I only hope this leads to further reform and more common sense approach to teaching our children. I'm Joe Joseph. This was thedailysheeple.com's News Shot. Feel free to comment below and visit our website at thedailysheeple.com. Have a great day.